What's up, guys, and welcome back to yet another episode of Chewing That Apologetics. I'm your host, Caden, the Trinitarian Trooper, and this is your other host,
Aaron, the Islamic Nightmare.
And in today's video, we're going to be exposing some of the Islamic scientific blunders. So yeah, stay tuned and take some notes. So Muslims often like to claim that the Quran and whatnot has so many scientific miracles, and they actually do great predictions of scientific truths, but this is just completely a lie. And even Ali Dawa would admit that the scientific miracles argument for Islam has been debunked. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and dive right into the Quran. We have seven Quran verses, and then one hadith. So let's get right into it. The first one is he was created from, this is chapter 86 verse 6 and chapter 86 verse 7. All right, this is Sahih International. He was created from a fluid ejected, emerging from between the backbone and the ribs. Again, this is all going to be Sahih International, by the way, besides the hadith. But this is actually saying that it's claiming that sperm is ejected and starts here at the backbone and the ribs, which is scientifically not true at all. We know that that is just simply not the case, and it's not even close.
It's not even close.
Exactly.
I don't know where it gets this from.
All right, the next thing, and we're going to be moving on to chapter 18, verse 86. Until when he reached the setting of the sun, i.e. the west, he found it as if setting in a body of dark water, and he found near it a people. We, i.e. Allah, said, O Dhul Qarnayn, either you punish them or else adopt among them a way of goodness. Now, I want to go ahead and point out, the scientific blunder here is it says that the sun sets in a body of dark water. Now, it adds, people added as if, but this is in brackets showing that it wasn't in the original Arabic. In the original Arabic, it just says, he found it setting in a body of dark water. So, yeah, and then Aaron could actually add on to that the context is about
the context, it's actually, Dhul Qarnayn, if I'm not mistaken, that's Alexander the Great. So it is saying that Alexander the Great, on one of his conquests, he went so far to the west that he found the place where the sun sets. Obviously, the sun is not anywhere close to the earth, so you can't find the setting place of the sun on earth.
Right.
So,
all right, I'm going to pass it to Aaron here and let him take over for 2 Quranic verses.
Okay, so this is chapter 2, verse 29, so 229 of the Quran. It says, "It is he who created for you all that which is on earth. Then he directed himself to the heaven, and made them 7 heavens, and he is knowing of all things." So what this is saying is that he created the earth, right? Created the earth, everything in the earth. Then he turned and made the heavens, okay? No scientist at all will tell you that the heavens were made before, or that the earth was made before the heavens. Because we know that the universe, stars, everything has been around for billions of years before the earth has even been a thing. So this is another just scientific blunder. Now, the next verse that we got is 54:1. The hour has come near, and the moon has split. Now, there is no evidence whatsoever that the moon has ever been split. As a matter of fact, the place that people get this for being a scientific miracle is they rely on a hadith that comes 2 centuries later, and the way that it's explained by most people is that it was either superstitious people who saw a solar eclipse and immediately, just because they wanted their view to be right, was like, look, Allah Akbar, he split the moon.
Yeah.
No, it was just a solar eclipse, which would have been a very basic explanation. That's the thing that makes the most sense.
Right.
And even if you want to go with, oh, this is, since it says the hour has come near and the moon is split, oh, it's talking about the end of times, then it still wouldn't have happened yet. So it couldn't have been a scientific miracle that Muhammad did.
All right, now I'm going to be moving on. I'm going to take over here for a Quran or 2 Quran verses, and then I'm going to look at this hadith. Chapter 96, 1 and 2 says, "Recite in the name of your Lord who created man from a clinging substance." Man is not created from a clinging substance. And actually, the word there, I think it's alaq. It actually means, it can mean blood clot, leech-like substance. No, we're not. We are never that as human beings. Even in a super general sense, there is even still little room for that. So, but no, we're not blood clots. We're not clinging substances. This is just another complete blunder.
This is Sunan ibn Majah 3505. And the greatest Sahih, so before these Muslims start coming after us like, weak, daif, do not use it, Sahih. So
Yeah,
if you want to start
Sahih.
saying that Sahih is not good anymore, then you're just, unless you're Quran only, which even still, you have 7 things you got to do with.
And way more, by the way, if you actually check out Apostate Prophet's video, he lists 65 Quranic blunders, right?
Yep, 65.
All right, this is chapter 31. If a fly falls into a vessel. Now, this is probably my favorite blunder
This
in
is
Islam.
so funny.
It was narrated from Abu Hurairah that the Prophet said, if a fly falls into your drink, dip it into it, then throw it away. For on one of its wings is a disease, and on the other is a cure. No scientist will say that for some reason bacteria is not on the other fly wing. Guess what? Flies are just all around dirty everywhere on both of their wings. So guess what? By you dipping it further in your drink, you're actually promoting and increasing the chance of disease. They carry cholera and crazy stuff like that. This is just a huge, disgusting blunder. I mean, Muhammad was probably spreading disease, right?
Yeah, and also, I actually had a guy try to, I was debating a Muslim. Okay, now, God bless this guy's heart. He was so nice. Okay, I'll give it to him. He was extremely nice. But he just wouldn't answer any questions, right? The whole debate was on if Jesus was a Muslim, and he lied. He brought up so many Quranic miracles, including that one. He said that it was actually scientifically true that one wing holds it and the other one doesn't. And that's not even what the hadith says. It says it holds the cure, which on both ends of the spectrum is just completely wrong. And I hope that he does repent, because he does have a pretty sad story from everything he told me. So make sure y'all pray for him, because I do want him to come to Christ.
Right.
I think he said he used to be a Christian, but yeah, let's keep going.
All right, this is you, Aaron. You got this one.
So this is chapter 88, verse 20.
Of the Quran.
And at the earth, and at the earth, how it is spread out. This is saying the earth is flat. You can even look at commentaries. Some of them translate it as spread out like a carpet. So it is pretty much saying the earth is flat. We know for a fact that the earth is not flat. That's pretty self-explanatory. We can go on to the next one. This one. Holy, okay. Chapter 16, verse 15 of the Quran. And he has cast into the earth firmly set mountains, lest it shift with you, and rivers and roads that you may be guided. Now, this is saying that Allah put mountains into the earth to prevent earthquakes. You can look at different translations. They make it even clearer that it said that it won't shake you. Okay, so even other Muslims put it as that, right? Which is just completely scientifically wrong, because mountains are tectonic plates. Tectonic plates shifting together, that's what causes earthquakes. So as a matter of fact, mountains cause earthquakes.
Complete opposite.
Complete opposite.
Wow.
So I don't know what the frick the Quran is on about, because it is completely wrong on so many levels.
Pathetic. All right. Well, that was a pretty quick video, absolutely demolishing the Quran and pretty much Islam as a whole. I mean, that's really all you need. So many blunders, guys. And this is just the surface level. Please go watch Apostate Prophet's video on it. It is seriously humiliating. I mean, and you wonder why I believe 70 to 90% of Islamic converts deconvert after 5 years, within 5 years. It is literally sad. I mean, it's sad, and when they learn the truth of all the complete blunders of their Quran, they leave. Or I assume that's just one reason why. So, yeah, we hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for 100 subscribers, by the way. We're past that milestone.
Yep. Also, I will be making more videos on just even more Quranic errors, because I got more, like, it says that cows were sent down from heaven. So, yeah.
You know what else it says? This is that guy who was talking about the nice guy. I don't know if this is actually true, but this is what he said. He said that the Quran, or maybe it's a hadith that says that like if a dog licks your plate, you need to rub it in dirt, and because soap won't help.
Completely not true.
Which is not true, by the way. Actually, soap is much better.
Yep.
And he said, "Oh, that's true." See, at the time, we didn't even bother looking it up, but yeah, it's not true.
We looked it up, and it's that some soils do have like slight
antibacterial
properties, but it would actually be
10 times better.
10 times better to use soap, and dirt can actually cause more harm than good anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's another thing. But yeah, I'll be making more videos, just like maybe another 10 scientific errors in the Quran, like hadiths, all that. So, yeah, stay tuned for that.
Yeah, but thank you guys for watching. We love y'all, and that's something that you want.